I've got 7 meetings to tell you about. That's right, 7. A new record. I've got 3 fundraisers to tell you about, and stick around to the end because I've got some trivia where you could win a prize. Federation Focus is on for the week of March 16th, 2026. Hey there, PA Federationists. My name is David Goldstein. I am your first Vice President. Thank you for joining me for this episode of Federation Focus, and welcome inside Studio B. Let's get straight to the calendar. Tonight at 6 p.m., I'm going to be talking about your feet. 6 p.m., it's the Diabetes Action Network group meeting. Contact Christine Palmer if you've got any questions. Zoom and one-tap mobile links are down below. 6 p.m. tonight. Tomorrow night, Tuesday, March 17th, we'll all be wearing green and counting green because it's the Pennsylvania Association of Blind Merchants meeting. Again, starting at 6 p.m. If you've got questions, reach out to Pam Baccaro. I have a big feeling that Spring Fling is going to be a major topic of discussion. But if you have any questions, reach out to Pam and she will get you any information that you need to know. And I'll talk more about Spring Fling in a couple of minutes. Wednesday, that is the 18th of March. There are 2 things happening. And I hesitated for a minute to call it a meeting, but it is a leadership meeting. Leadership Seminar is presenting a podcast listening session of Walking Alone, Marching Together. It's going to be episode 4. It's at 4 p.m. 4 p.m. for the listening session for Walking Alone, Marching Together. Contact Stacy Leap or Michelle McManus if you have any questions. Zoom link and one-tap mobile links are down below. Also Wednesday at 7:30, it is the Capital Area Chapter meeting. Zoom and one-tap mobile links are down below. Contact Rachel Hudson if you've got questions about that meeting. Again, that is Wednesday night at 7:30. Now we're going to take a couple of days off and we're going to move to Saturday. Saturday at 10 a.m. It's the Greater Berks Chapter meeting, only via Zoom this month. Greater Berks via Zoom. Zoom and one-tap mobile links down below. Contact Brian Mackey, the president of Greater Berks, if you have questions about the meeting. Saturday at 10. And again, Saturday's date is the 21st. Saturday at 2 p.m., it's the Erie County Chapter at 2. Zoom and one-tap mobile links down below. Reach out to Connie Shu if you've got questions about that. Again, Saturday, March 21st, 2 p.m., reach out to Connie if you have questions. Finally, the end of our calendar of events this week, it is the Pennsylvania Organization of Blind Parents at 7 p.m. Contact Stacy Leap, the president of the Blind Parents Division, if you've got questions or comments on things that are going to be discussed at that meeting. 7 p.m., Zoom and one-tap mobile links are down below. That takes care of our calendar of events for the week. And again, it's a lot. It's the most I think I've ever talked about. Now, we've got 3 fundraisers. One of them is new. I'll get to the new one in a second. First, I want to talk about the raffle tickets. And I am holding in my right hand a stack of raffle tickets that remain unsold, but I'm going to purchase some, and you'll stick around to the end to find out what I'm going to do with them. So stay till the end, and I'll tell you. It's going to be fun. And thanks to Simone Cooper, who gave me the idea. She doesn't know it yet, but if she watches this, she'll know. It was her idea. Raffle tickets are due by the end of March. So if you have raffle tickets floating around your house, either sold or unsold, if they're unsold, go sell them or buy them yourself. If they have been sold and you've got the cash, you've got to get a check to your chapter or division president or treasurer, or you've got to get the money to Jim Antonacci. Do not send cash in the mail. Do not send cash in the mail. Turn it into a check. It'll be made out to the National Federation of the Blind of Pennsylvania, or NFB of PA, and get that in. They've got to be in by the 31st of March, 2 weeks from tomorrow. They've got to be in. So Tuesday, March 31st is the deadline to get the tickets in. Now, if this is your first time watching Federation Focus, I'm going to tell you what these raffle tickets do. Each one is $5. It gives you 30 chances to win in April. The Pennsylvania Lottery draws a 3-digit number just before 7 p.m. each night. If that number that is drawn by the PA lottery matches the number on your ticket, and there is no association between the National Federation of the Blind of Pennsylvania and the Pennsylvania Lottery, we just use their numbers. If that number matches exactly, 456 comes out and you have 456. Did you have that on your bingo card that I was going to say 456? Well, 456 comes out and you win. Sunday through Friday, if it comes out, you win $50. Very cool. If it comes out on Saturday night, you win $100. Even better. The best part of it is you don't have to watch every night and then email somebody to say, hey, I won on April 17th. You just have to sit back, and in May, our treasurer, Jason Polanski, is going to send you money. Now, even better, but unlikely, if your number comes out more than once, you win again. You win every time it comes out. So if you have tickets unsold, sell them or buy them. But either way, you've got to get those sold tickets, stubs, and the money into your treasurer of your chapter or division, or your president of your chapter or division, or directly to Jim Antonacci. And again, stick around till the end, because the raffle tickets are something I want to tell you about and how you can win some money. There are two other fundraisers I wanted to talk about. First off, on April 11th from 4 to 10 p.m. at the Doubletree by Hilton at Philadelphia Airport. It's the Spring Fling Blind Vendor Showcase from the Pennsylvania Association of Blind Merchants. Tickets are $60 if you want to attend, $30 for kids 12 and under. There's going to be buffet food. There's going to be, you get 2 raffle tickets with your entry fee. There's going to be music. There's going to be an auction, which is going to be great because Denise is going to be doing it. And who doesn't love when Denise auctions stuff off? There's 2 other ways you can support this event. If you are a blind vendor, there are exhibit tables. We have only a few left. That's $100. And that will get you entry into the event. So you're really only paying $40 for the table. So if you have something, a good or a service to sell, this is a great way to showcase it to roughly around 80 or so blind folks and their supporters that may be interested in purchasing. And it doesn't have to be specifically for blind people. It could be like Michelle McManus, who sells Scentsy products. So April 11th. Now, if you're busy that night, but you really want to support the Pennsylvania Association of Blind Merchants, you can do a sponsorship. They range from $50 on up. Everything you need to know for the event is over on the merchant's website, pablindmerchants.org/fling, F-L-I-N-G. pablindmerchants.org/fling. You'll see links there to purchase attendee tickets. You'll see the sponsorship link. You'll also see the vendor link. So go over there, check it out, and I hope to see you there that night. It was a lot of fun when we did it last year. The merchants always have a good party. Pam is the one who knows how to throw a party. So if maybe she should be a party planner, because she always does a great job with this, and it'll be a lot of fun. Again, music, food, auction, raffle. And one of the things that will be available that night, and I always forget to bring it down to Studio B, is going to be a hoodie that has it's going to be black. It's got the NFB of PA logo on the left breast, and on the back, it's got the White Canes Connect cover art. So that will be one of the items that will be available. I don't know if they're going to put that as a raffle item or an auction item. It's roughly a $55 value, so we'll see where that lands. I guess it'll depend on how many auction items we have and how many raffle items we have, but that will be available that night. You can also support the merchants if you don't, as a sponsorship, if you just present an item or two to either raffle off or auction off. Again, contact Pam Baccaro. She's the president of the Pennsylvania Association of Blind Merchants. She'll give you more details if you don't find them over at pablindmerchants.org/fling. And if you have further questions and want to buy some tickets or need some help, you could also reach out to me, vp1@nfbofpa.org. Now, there's one more save the date for this fundraiser. And this is from the Greater Philadelphia chapter. They're having a double good popcorn sale from the 5th of April to the 9th of April. So hold off on all that Easter candy and save some money, and then buy some double good popcorn to support the Greater Philadelphia chapter. I will have links possibly in the next episode, maybe the following episode after that. But save the dates, April 5th, which is Easter, through the 9th, and buy some popcorn. It is very good. And there's other ways that you can support the Greater Philadelphia chapter. I will talk to Stacy and tell you how next week, because I'm not sure where I'm supposed to tell you to send the money. But keep your eye out for that. Now, there's a few other things that I wanted to mention. We are doing a March Madness again this year. The link is down below. If you have any interest in the tournament, there's a link down below to join our March Madness. It doesn't matter how you pick the teams, whether you pick them because you like their colors or you like their mascots, whatever. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because there's always going to be some upsets, and it's a lot of fun. It just makes it fun, even if you don't watch. Down below, the link to the Pennsylvania Blind Bracket Busters March Madness Tournament. Now, there's some other more serious things to talk about too. We're coming to the end, and I've been harping on this for the last month or so. It is a chance to win a $10,000 scholarship. You actually have 30 chances, but you're not going to win if you don't get the application in. It is due in just over 2 weeks, March 31st. NFB.org/scholarships to go, and again, the link is down below. If you have any questions, check that out. 30 $10,000 scholarships. Now, you don't just get the $10,000 scholarship. You get the 10 grand for college, but you've got to be 18 by the 3rd of July of this year. Why is that? Because along with the 10 grand that you're going to get for school for next year, you're also going to get a trip to Austin, Texas, where the National Federation of the Blind National Convention takes place from the 3rd to the 8th of July. You will be mentored by some high-profile folks in the NFB, and you will learn so much, and it will be so good for you. Not to mention, you're going to have a $10,000 scholarship that you can use for school or school supplies or whatnot. So again, March 31st, the link is down below. Click it and apply. You don't get one if you don't apply. You might not get one if you apply, but you definitely won't if you don't apply. So do it. Worst that can happen is they say no. And as I said last week, some people have tried multiple times to get it and then they finally did. So don't be distraught if you don't win this year. Again, down below. Check that out. While talking about National Convention, it is from the 3rd of July to the 8th of July in Austin. You want to get there on the 2nd so you don't miss anything on the 3rd, and you want to check out on the 9th, or maybe you want to spend an extra day or two in Austin. Check out the 9th or later and make your hotel reservation. Do it ASAP, because I've heard that a couple of nights are already sold out. I know the 2nd for sure, and I've also heard the 3rd. Maybe they're going to put some more rooms out there, maybe they won't. The 3rd of July through the 8th in Austin, Texas, a great live music scene, a great food scene, and of course, the NFB convention there. It's going to be outstanding and probably hot or cold inside, so bring a sweater. One more thing about National Convention. If you have never been to the National Convention, there is a scholarship for you, but you do have to apply. You have until April 15th to apply for the Jernigan First Time Convention Scholarship. There is more than 30 of them, so apply and see what happens. But it is a great thing to go to the National Convention. So go ahead and apply. Again, worst they could say is no. And the only thing that you've invested is a little bit of time to apply. So don't wait for any of those things. Get your scholarship in, get your Jernigan scholarship in application, and make your hotel reservation. You have a little bit of time to do the convention registration. You have until the end of May for that. So that can wait, but you got to get your hotel room booked. You got to get it booked. Now, I've thrown a lot of information at you today, but there's one more thing. I mentioned the raffle tickets. So you've waited patiently for me to get through all of that stuff for the trivia. And I want to thank Simone Cooper because she did trivia at the end of our Keystone meeting the other day. She ran the meeting so she could get some reps in before Harriet goes away and misses our May meeting because she's getting married. So here's the story. I'm going to ask you a trivia question. You can give me your answer in an email, vp1@nfbofpa.org. In the subject line, the only thing that I want is a number. There is a number that I want, and here's the question. How many presidents of the National Federation of the Blind have there been? How many presidents of the National Federation of the Blind, the national organization, have there been? I'm not talking about Pennsylvania. I'm not talking about the United States because we all know there's 47 of those. How many presidents of the National Federation of the Blind have there been since its inception in Wilkes-Barre on November 16th, 1940? I need your answer in the subject line. Your answer, just your answer. It is a number. Give me that number. Now, if you would be interested in a prize, I'm going to need in the body of your email, your name, your address, your phone number, and I'm going to use the email address that you send me the email from as your email contact. Name, address, phone, email address. Now, if you want to take it a step further for a shout out next week, tell me those people who have been president of the National Federation of the Blind. Again, the national organization. How many presidents of the National Federation of the Blind have there been? I'll need your answers. The first 20 emails with the correct answer will win a prize. I'm not going to tell you the prize because I'm not sure if I'll get in trouble. But you will win a prize. I promise you that. It's worth $5. Now, if you put 2 and 2 together, again, we're doing a lot of math today, and we're talking about a lot of numbers. So if you put all that together, you probably have an idea what you're going to win. That's why I need your contact information. The first 20 correct answers will win a prize. After 20, I may give you a shout out, especially if you put the names of the people. The first 20 win a prize. It's worth $5. I've already made the purchase for those prizes. Yes, I have. I know it's been a lot of stuff coming at you today. Monday, the 16th of March, 2026. I hope you have a happy St. Patrick's Day tomorrow and you're wearing your green for the blind merchants meeting and anything else you may do. I don't know what else people do on St. Patrick's Day. I'm thinking drinking is a thing that day. I could be wrong. Spring at the end of the week. Until next week, I really do appreciate you watching this week's episode of Federation Focus. And remember, let's go out and build the National Federation of the Blind of Pennsylvania. Thanks again for watching. Take care, and I'll talk to you next week.